Hey y'all, this is CT here. Gonna be doing my first horrific guide in Eternal Abyss. So yeah, I recently beat this like a couple days ago. Came out of nowhere, mainly because I had prior practice on this tower in Community Top Towers, if you know that game. But yeah, that's why my time on this is not that long. Yeah, well, it was actually originally 4 hours before I did it, but yeah. So it's that plus the Community Top Towers time, if you're wondering. Anyways, Jabberwock Jagger. Hopefully this guide helps y'all, and we'll get started right here, right now. Let's turn on practice mode. Here we go. Alright, so first forward. Starts off pretty simple. I recommend doing these first jumps in first person, so that you can see a little bit better. This is timed. Make sure you quick on that. Whenever you do lodges in this tower, by the way, try to lodge them with W and A like this. This way you get like better lodge boosting for better height. Also, please be mindful of the fails I have because the amount of lag I get from recording, fortunately. But yeah, it's usually not like this. That's also time to make sure you flick fast to here. It's just camera control. I recommend doing that in ghost mode. I like to grab the ledge on this and then flick to the truss. This way you get more height. And that should be it. Straightforward. 4-2. Careful on this part. I recommend doing this jump in ghost mode like this. To the truss. Keep tapping S here so that you're at a good height, like this. Shift to the platform. Turn to the corner stud right here. Space and deep. Line in the corner. Long jumping around. Pretty simple. Tap W like this so your feet are close to off the edge. Turn to around this angle. D in space. I recommend doing this in first person. Like that. Pretty simple. Try your best not to hit a wall here. It's easy to miss that orb. For this, just lodge like that and shift to the truss. This is just truss fighting. This is camera control again, so yeah, most of these jumps are like just camera control, muscle memory, so it is part learning, but hopefully with the perspective of how I do the jumps, it can be helpful. I like to do this part, the spinner like this, so I go in ghost mode. Try to anticipate the spinner coming, and once it's about to come, do the jump and then launch jump to the left with A. Okay, for this, align like this with the corner. You see this indicator part, you're going to want to land there. Go like this, and then I like to go up like that, so that way I avoid the spinner, and then just jump down like that. This same thing, anticipate the spinner, launch up, and then jump forwards. It's really strict. Line on the edge, launch jump, and turn. Yeah, this jump can be pretty strict also, so be aware of that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you just gotta turn pretty sharp. Alright, 4-3. I like to set this up backwards, align with the line right here in the back, and then jump, and then make sure you pin the gap. Turn to right around here. Do like the walk around strat with W and D, and then switch to D, and then unshift. Okay, for this, grab the truss here. Get to the corner. Make sure you shift the torso in between the gap like this, and then bounce. Just bounce and then start turning to it. Should make it with the lodge boost. Okay, for this, go align with the line here. 1S tap down, turn to here, and space. Pretty simple. You're going to want to use that strat a lot on this tower. You have no jump here, so just fit here. This part's pretty easy. Go backwards like this, and then be on to the spinner. Pretty simple. Okay, for this, grab the ledge, turn to the right, and then D and shift. You can walk around this if you want. I prefer walking around this, but otherwise, if you don't like that, you can just grab the ledge and then same thing. Same thing here. Grab the ledge. Turn here. Pretty simple. Delete here, so you can hit the morpher because you can't jump if they do it. This part's just camera control. Just make sure you land on the stud here. You could also lodge this if you prefer to do that. You can also lodge it like this, but I just normally go for it. Align in the middle of the stud texture right here. And then do like a backwards walk around with S and D like this, and then switch to D. Helps a lot with distance. Same thing, align with the middle here. Then align your mouse to the middle of the two studs. D in space, and W. Same thing, walk around strat, align with the line here. And then do like a sharp turn. Hold on. Line. There we go. Yeah, make sure you do a sharp turn, because like you can easily hit this wall over here. This is a simple wrap. And then this transition, I like to line on the line here. Turn to the left side. I can get it. There we go. And then S space and W. Alright, 4-4. This is probably the most annoying of the first half. But it's mostly muscle memory, but mainly because if you fail at the beginning of this floor, you're most likely about to win. So, this jump. Align, have your foot at like the corner, like this. Okay, it's tougher than it looks. Try to be as straight as you can through the gap, like that, and then just turn back right. Align with the line here. Hold D the entire time with this part, because you want to get the momentum from the back cover. You only have 0.25 seconds on it, so you have to hold D the entire time. It's just muscle memory. Go to this side of the truss. Same thing, do one S tap down. Click with D. And turn it. Line in the middle of the stud. Turn left a bit. Get through. On jump as hard as you can. Lodge here. Shouldn't get. Okay, for this. Try to have your left foot halfway on, halfway off. Then go on the time part, do the wrap, and then just go straight for the platform. Like I said, most of these jumps in this tower are muscle memory, but once you practice it enough, you'll get used to it. Okay, and then here, grab the ledge, shift back on. Align in ghost mode to the ladder like this, and then W, space, and D. I don't know why that failed. Hold on. There we go. I think it's because I hit the ceiling there, so yeah, you want to be mindful of that. Go to right here. Oh yeah, please, just a reminder, please do not be tapping A and D on ladders or like ledges and stuff like that, because you can get physics and like glide it off like pretty far. So just do W to glide left and right, just a reminder. Anyways, go to the right of the ladder, down, click with W and D. You don't need to jump. For this, go to like the very right, kind of like around here, like with the line of the stud right here. Shift left a bit because you want to make sure you're aligned to this part. Switch to 60 FPS, space and W. Pretty simple. For this, it's gonna be a bomb flick. Go to the top, go down, right around here. Turn to this line of the stud, and then flick with D, and you're gonna have to do that camera control by muscle memory. But yeah, that gives a good alignment. Simple wrap, it's netted though, just wait for the spinner to come close to you. Okay, this part, I like to do the 13 step strat, so I go to the edge right here, on the line, turn to the corner, and space like that. For this, align, like in the corner like this with SMA. Then just do like a quick head hitter like that, and then hold W. It's pretty simple, but yeah. Make sure you do that head hitter fast. Alright, 4-5. Get to the very top. Go align with the bomb flick. Turn a bit right. Flick with D. Alright, this floor is not too bad, but it can be somewhat annoying. So, You're gonna want to lodge here like this. Hold W against this wall because you're gonna land on a truss there. Do this grab kind of tight. This is kind of also muscle memory, just kind of like sharp, like turn fast to the side and then bounce with A. You just have to get used to that turn. It's pretty weird. Align with the line of the back stud right here, so this line, and then do like a slight turn to the left so you don't hit this wall. Align with the line. Make sure you don't hit that wall over there. Make sure you land here. Hold W and D like this, straight on the truss. You should not fall off. Then go down, shift with D, and then space through. Same strat as earlier on 4-3. Go align with the line. 1S tap down, turn left, and space. Okay, for this, I like to ledge grab here like this. On this part, shift back, 1S tap back, and then A space grab. Yeah, you want to do that. You want to do that turn pretty sharp because it's farther than it looks when you're doing the whole 180. For this, line in the middle of the stud. Start tapping W like this until your foot's at the corner. D in space. Okay. For this, very top, want to step down. Turn to the line here. Turn to right here with the corner. Flick with D. Jump and we'll hop like that with the top part. And if you get that button progress, you can skip this section over there. So when you get to back here again, you can just click straight to the left. It's pretty simple. Okay, for this. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you do fall to 1, however, for this button progress, you will lose it. So just keep that in mind. Line here with the stud and space. Take your time on this part. You have 2 seconds on each platform. Plenty of time to set up these jumps. Pretty much just go there. Line with the stud. Turn right. I like to do a straight flip like that. So like it's middle, turn to the line. You can literally just do D in space and it works like that with a regular flick. Line at the corner. On jump far like that. You want to really lay 10 jump, it's pretty far. This part's pretty easy, just fit in the gap. Just fit in the gap and then hold D out of shift lock. Yep, just hold A or D like this. And there you go, you should be on 6. I like to face this transition backwards like this. Face it like this. Oh, okay, well that's weird. Hold on, give me a second. That's the first time that's ever happened. Come on. Yeah, that's why you gotta be prepared for if that happens, but yeah. There, that's what's supposed to happen. Then, jump at the indicator part like that with W and A. You should make it. Alright, second half of this tower, 4-6. This is where things get a little bit more harder. So, go to the very top. Go down to right around here. Turn to the line again, like this. And then flick with D, and then make sure you hold W to the truss, but then switch to S fast so that you bounce back here. These are just 2 sets of lodges, so lodge here, lodge here. Okay, this bounce is pretty scary because if you fail it, you're basically guaranteed to go back to 1. For this, align your foot on the edge of the stud. Grab the ledge. I like to first align your mouse with the line of this stud right here. Then turn to right around here. Well, out of the thought, but turn to like this corner stud right here. Be in ghost mode. Space W and A. Works pretty well. This jump, there's really no strat for it, unfortunately, but it's just muscle memory. You just gotta like anticipate like when this wall's gonna end, and then like just switch to W and D at the end. It's just muscle memory, but you can get used to it. If you don't like doing it in first person completely, you can do it in ghost mode. But I find doing it in ghost mode to be even a bit more weirder. Yeah, you just gotta practice this jump so you get the hang of it. Let's try to do it one time. Damn, yeah. See, even I still fail this. It's It's a pretty hard jump. So, it's a pretty hard jump. Oh my god. There we go. Yeah. You just gotta anticipate this one. So yeah, that's all I can say to that. Hold S and A like this. Tap S a little bit. D in space and wrap. Pretty simple. Okay, for this flick, I've seen people fail this flick. It's not as bad as it looks. Align with the left line here of this stud. 1S tap down. Turn to the middle stud right here. Use alignment keys. And then flick with D and then W. This way you can get closer to the ledge. For this, I like to grab the ledge to this kind of stud. Flick with just D, like manually flick it with D, and then push W. So I'll do one more time. Go right around here. D and then W. For this, align your foot out as far as you can because you don't want to get sphere physics. Shift to the sphere. D in space. Okay, last part on 6. Long jump with D to the ladder. It's farther than it looks. Turn to the right like this. Do that flick strat like that. Shift block. Pretty simple flick. Wraparounds. Make sure you don't hit that top part though. You can easily hit that. Go like this, and then do a flick head hitter. Do a 2-step climb. And you should be on 7. Okay. So for this, align. Don't be at the top of the platform. Align on the side of it right here. This way you can get a good height to the bomb flick. So you want to go like this. See, that way you get a good height to the bomb flick. Alright, 4-7. You're going to be on the spinning part, so be ready to quickly do a 2-step climb into the part like that. Just wiggle your camera until you fit through like that, and then you'll be on top. Alright, 4-7. 4-7's pretty hard, but I find it a little bit easier than the hardest 4s. It is still pretty hard. Got one of the top parts here. On jump with D and wrap. Okay, my strat for this is kind of weird, but align with the left line of the stud right here. Left alignment key once. Shift. You should start slipping down. Shift backwards, back around, and then go for the thrust like that. Sometimes when you try to brute force this jump, you won't get the height. That's why I do it like that. Okay. For this, align with the left, same exact strat on 4, 3, and 5. Align with the left line here. 1S tap down. Turn left here. And space. And I got flat-sided. Lovely. Hold on. Yeah, that could happen a lot with this power. There we go. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, this jump. This jump's pretty hard. For this, align with the line right here of the stud. Turn to right around this corner. See the corner part right where my mouse is at on the bottom part? And then you do any space, but I just freaking walked off. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, this jump is pretty tough. It is pretty tough. I'll do one more time. Align with the line. Turn here. And space. There we go. Much better. I don't know why I was trying to do that so much. Okay, this jump's also pretty hard. I like to ledge grab here with the line of the stud. Shift back. D space and jump. Make sure you turn pretty tight with this wall over here because it is pretty far. Go fast on this part. Make sure you hit this button. And then hold W in space onto the truss on this side. Like that. Make sure you don't hit your head on the truss either or the walls. So, yeah. If perchance you miss the button or you run out of time on this part, you can easily recover like this where you backtrack. Backtrack to here. And then do a long jump here. You'll be back at the end of 6. Anyways. Back here. Line in the corner here. Do a long jump. Flick around and then like quickly do a bomb flick. You want to just quickly flick around and just hope that your torso isn't too close in. Normally when you flick around trusses, your torso should be at a good distance, so you should be able to go down to the bottom flick and then just flick here. Which reminds me of another point. If you ever flick near a bottom flick on a truss, be aware of it, because you can accidentally easily flick off of the truss, and like that can mess up your attempt at doing it. So I'll demonstrate. Yeah, see how it like pushes you out sometimes? Just be mindful of that. Anytime you see or like feel like there's a bottom flick on a truss, when you're trying to flick on a truss, just be aware of that, because you can get pushed off. For this, align on this line of stud here, turn to the corner, in space, pretty simple. Long jump to the lodge, same thing, lodge with W and A so you get a good boost, and then shift the W into you. Okay, this spinner part, jump to is not too bad. Line here, in space, it's not too hard. Do like a walk around with W and A like this, not like that, hold on. Walk around, there we go, with W and A, and then just flick to the right slowly to here. I'll do one more time. So like flick with W, like to the right, like this with W and A. When you get to here, don't flick just yet. Wait for the top part. You can also like go like this. You should be able to wait for this part to arrive. Flick with D like that. That way you can save it there. Okay, floor 8. This is by far probably the second hardest floor in my opinion, but it can be the most inconsistent. So, good luck when you get to this floor. Align with your left foot on the ledge. Shift here. My setup for this jump is weird, but it works. Align with the line. Align with this line here. Shift on. Try to be as parallel with the character as I can. Do a long jump wrap. I swear, the setup is weird, but it works if you can set it up well like that. Ledge grab on the line of the stud, and then do downwards momentum. W in space like that. For this, just space it out a bit, then start tapping W and A. Just be mindful if you get like FPS drops on this truss. If you hold space and W and A, you could still get drops, so that's why you want to tap W and A. If you get FPS drops, otherwise. I like to get on this side, flick out a bit. Like I said, keep in mind there's a bottom flick here, so if you flick near that part, you could get pushed off. So be mindful of that. So make sure you flick out a bit, shift near the wall, bounce with D and W. I don't know why that did not give me any distance. Hold on. Just a second. There we go. That's what was supposed to happen. Sorry. And yeah, there's another bottom flick here. See, when I flicked a bit like that, it pushed me a bit. That's why you want to be careful. For this, tap W until your torso is this high, then just flick up like that. Align like this backwards, jump to the truss like that. You can do it the other way too, but I just find the turning a bit weird. You can do it like that too, it's up to you. I prefer going like this though. For this, align with the line here. This jump is pretty far. Align with the line here. Go backwards. See this gap right here. I'm going to go to it. See this gap right here. You want to align your mouse with that. Align your mouse right here with this gap. Then do A in space around. You'll make it most of the time if you set it up like that. Just make sure you get the turn at the end. For this, align at the corner. Lodge like this. Make sure you lodge with W and A like this. You can get better things just like this. Align in the middle of the stud. Press space and S to get near the corner. Shift to the truss. Go down to the bottom part like this. Turn to the middle of the stud. B in Ghostma like this. Click with A and W. Yeah. If you set it up like that, you'll get the right alignment through the wall. Or through the gap, I mean. Same thing as that earlier part. Go up just this high and then just click up. Sometimes when you flick like at the corner, it can be pretty weird, so that's why I just like go up a bit. Line to the corner here. Then I do the uncanny agony strat where I go like this, long jump, shift, and round. If that feels too awkward, you could just shift it like that if you prefer doing that. It's up to you. Let's grab with this stud right here. Shift back, D and jump. I hit the wall, so that's why I missed the wall. That's why you don't want to be hitting walls on these kinds of jumps. It's pretty hard. There we go. Okay, this part's kind of scary, but can't get used to it. Align near the middle of the corner, so kind of around here. Launch up with A like that. Okay, this jump. Align with the line here. Turn to the middle. What the? Hold on. Okay, maybe not the line, but at the corner. There we go. Then the line. Like, do like a walk around with W and then switch to A. So like with W, so do a walk around with W and A, then switch to A while you're doing the jump in there. Like that. It's pretty hard to get used to it, but if you practice it, you'll get used to it. One is tap down, turn left a little bit to that line, flick with D like that, and lodge here. Same thing, W and A through. You can lodge all the way through. This wall will prevent you from lodging off. Just lodge all the way through. Turn backwards, shift with D and then W. Same strat as on 3, 5, and 7. Go to the left line. One is tap down. Turn left. Oh my god. One is tap down. Turn left. A space and then W. You want to make sure you fit in the gap though, so make sure you hold A and W at the end. Align near the right line here at the stud. Start turning left and hold W and A. Hold W and A as you're turning left. And then push W and D to the thrust. Okay, this jump. Hold W and D all the way to the right. You should not fall off. Turn to left line. Press space a little bit like that. Turn back around here. Not at the middle, but right around here. Go down just far enough. D in space. And then you should make it. Alright, floor 9. This floor is not as bad. It's just scary, is all. It's just a scary floor. I'll jump here. That way you skip the 3-step line. Line the middle part of the stud on the back wall. Turn right a little bit. Do that camera control. Like, some of these jumps are muscle memories. Make sure you do that wiggle in. Line at the corner. Long jump to the truss. Flick to this side. Just hold W. Get around the right. Careful when flicking yourself out of the truss because this part counts as a flick. So, careful when flicking out if you want to do that. Shift near the cylinder. Bounce with D and then get ready to lodge here. Align with the line of the stud right here. Same thing, 1S tap down, but this time go to the right. And then do A in space and W like that. Sometimes you can land up here. Sometimes you can land up here. If that happens, just flick yourself out and like keep doing that until you land back here. Yeah. Align with the line here. S tap down. Flick to the right and W. What the heck? Hold on. There we go. Yeah, that's what was supposed to happen. I don't like doing it at the very left because sometimes when you do that, let me see if I can replicate it. Okay, well it didn't happen that time, but sometimes you can accidentally hit this wall over here. So just be mindful of that. Flick with A like this. Be really careful though. You're flicking near a bottom foot, so be careful. Just do it slowly. And just tap W and A through. One is tap down. Flick with D up here so that you get the height. Line with your left foot halfway on, halfway off. Launch up D. It's really far. Line in the middle of the stud. Ledge grab. To left line. Turn to the corner. I flattened do A and space ramp. Make sure you don't do it like at the wall, but be pretty close to it. Because you can get stuck on that wedge part. It's weird. Okay, for this, I switched to 90 FPS at the start. Or like, I'd rather just switch to 90 for this part, but as soon as you see the spinner coming, prepare to do the long jump. Right there, and space. And then, yeah. So when you land on the spinner, as soon as it feels like it's about to go all the way through the wall, that's when you jump to the truss and do upwards momentums. Try to do this again. Like this. And then be prepared to do a long wrap around, yeah. So just be prepared to do like a long wrap, like that. And then do like a really quick flick. As soon as you're about to land on the truss, do a shift flick. So let me do that all in one go so you can see what it's supposed to look like. Do it one more time. Like that. So it should look something like that. And then last jump of 9. Be really careful on it. It is chokeable. If you fall into that, you'll get sent back to the start of 8. So be mindful of that. On the line. See the lodge here? At the very end, you want to lodge in it. Start lodging a bit backwards. Yeah, shift lock. Turn this way. Shift with D and then like lodge like sideways into a truss. I'll do it one more time. Just to make sure. Lodge here. And then like that. Do not hold space all the way through. You can get pushed out of the wall. Just space it a little bit. Here you can do W space though. Alright, last 4. 410. Hardest 4 by far. Make sure you set up that jump. You don't want to hit the wall. Align with your foot like this with the stud, like this. And then D space and turn sharp because this is pretty high. Okay, this is by far the worst jump. Align with like the corner, like this corner part. Turn to like, you see this one stud gap thing from earlier? Align with that. Do like A space, long jump, fin the lodge. Do like a slight wiggle to get like a boost. So like, yeah, this jump, like I said, this jump is really hard to get used to. Yeah, just like wiggle just a little bit when you feel like you're about to be in the launch. That way you get like a boost through and you'll land here. Because sometimes if you don't do that, you won't get like the distance needed. Have your foot halfway on, halfway off. Launch up with D and start turning right to the truss. This is just muscle memory. On the truss, turn right like this. Do a straight flick with D, like that. For this, align with the middle stud here, and then do W and D. Because sometimes if you align weirdly, steep, you can get pushed off. So align with the middle of the stud right here, W and D. Then be prepared to launch up over here with W and space. What the heck? There we go. Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. Okay, this jump is pretty hard. Align with the right line of the stud right here. Turn right. Do a straight flick into the lodge, yeah. Start lodging a bit down, like this, so you feel like you're low enough. Turn to this way while holding a movement key. W and shift, and I don't know why that failed. I don't know why that failed. There we go, yeah. I think I hit that right wall. That's another thing you have to be careful about. Align with the left line here. Same strat as 3, 5, 7, and I'm forgetting the other 4, but yeah. Same strat as on 3, 5, 7. Align with the left line. When I step down, turn left. Make sure you're around like 75 FPS so that you don't get truss bounce physics. Do the launch up, land high, and then do W in space fast. That way you don't have to flick out. You want to land high in the truss that you can get for this. For this, align with the right line here. Turn right a little bit. Do this in ghost mode. Align with the ghost. And then hold the X to the bottom here. It's just muscle memory. And if you fail on this, you're dead. It's instant kill. Hold W and A here in the corner. Tap S to this corner. Turn to right around this corner. And I get flat side through the blow. That's awesome. Yeah, do A and space through. This is a really long jump. Make sure you're close to the wall. If you fail this, you're also dead. It's instant kill, so line with half your foot on, halfway off. Do a long jump to the button and then land back. It's just like muscle memory timing. Get ready to fit through this wall like this. And space turn. Another thing I would like to mention, that button progress you got helps with this jump. Makes this jump way easier. And you get to skip the spinner part on 9. You'll just have to do like this extra section to the stud. And then till once the ladder and you flick up. You just skip that spinner part. You go back there. Just for reference. Line here. Turn to the button. Same strat on 7. Ride with ones like this. Want to cut down. Put to once the gap. Align with the stud here. Get out of ghost mode. Shift D and then launch like this. And that should be it. You are free and all set. Just walk around. Go up. And then there you go. You reach the win pad. Hopefully this guide helped y'all. And I'll see you another time.